Picture this. It's 2006. You just finished watching The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift in the theater. And one car stuck out to you most in the whole film. Tokyo Drift featured a now legendary orange and black RX-7. But this RX-7 was not ordinary. It was sporting a full Veilside wide body kit which completely changed the look and cemented it in car culture forever. Welcome to the Hood Scoop. Brands like Veilside emerged in the 90s and they came out swinging. Veilside, founded by Hirono Yokomaku, had incredibly carefully designed body kits for many legendary Japanese cars, including the RX-7, Toyota Supra, and the Nissan 350Z. But the company didn't just slap some new panels on the cars. They sometimes did a complete rebuild of the car, making it fundamentally different. They also offered a wide variety of performance enhancements for many models. Every car they had was crafted to have the best aerodynamics and the lowest drag coefficient they could manage. After a well-known collaboration in Tokyo Drift, Veilside gained an even bigger following and the company found themselves on a new level of popularity. Over the last 3 decades, they have expanded their repertoire from a couple JDM legends to all sorts of cars. Some of our new favorites here at 40 Roll include the FF400Z, the VFS90R, and my personal favorite, the Atenza Eurosport model. The reason the last one makes the list is because I owned a 2007 Mazda 6 until it was tragically taken away from me in a car fire. Anyways, recently Veilside teamed up with Sung Kang, the actor who portrayed Han in the Fast and Furious franchise. Together, they built an incredible Datsun 240Z featuring a custom body kit and a 400 horsepower naturally aspirated LZ6 engine. Veilside is a company that has been around for years but is still pushing the envelope in the body kit game. I personally am very excited to see the models they have in the works for the future. While Veilside was whipping up intricate aerodynamic kits, a man, Wataru Kato, started modifying K-cars in his small 3-car garage space. Fast forward nearly 30 years later, and his brand is etched into car culture now. This brand I'm referring to is none other than Liberty Walk, the wide-body and rivet-loving Titan manufacturer of Japan. Now, let's backtrack a tad. Kato-san started out modifying K-cars, but he quickly set his sights on supercars. He ended up getting global recognition in 2012 when he brought an LB Performance Lamborghini Murcielago to SEMA. This car is a literal work of art, and it sent a clear message that Kato-san and Liberty Walk were not afraid to carve up some supercars in pursuit of greatness. So that is exactly what they did next. Now that people knew Liberty Walk, they got an incredible number of orders and they developed some unbelievable cars. These included a Nissan GT-R R35, a Lamborghini Miura, Mazda RX-3, and just recently the highly controversial Ferrari F40. I love Liberty Walk because they're not afraid to take risks and do things most people wouldn't dare do. This is proven time and time again with every car they build. They have an impressive array of models and have around 20 on display at a time at their headquarters in Japan. For someone who owns a well-debated brand, Kato-san has a common phrase he borrowed from John Lennon: imagine all the people living life in peace. This phrase can be found on many of the LB cars. Liberty Walk has ventured where few have ventured, and they did it all while making works of art that can be driven and loved by many. With the rise of 3D modeling in the 1990s, crafting body kits has become a lot more accessible for people with skills in CAD. One of the most popular people to do this is Kei Miura. Murasan developed all his body kits in CAD, and this allowed him to make sure all of his kits fit almost perfectly. Rocket Bunny was working in Japan for years with little respect or recognition due to their aggressive styling. But that changed when they released their BRZ kit, and US car culture, they took a liking. The kit they developed was so popular, it boosted Rocket Bunny into a common car culture name. Since then, Rocket Bunny has continued developing kits for cars of all price ranges and all decades. Some of the more notable ones include the C8 Corvette, the Mazda NA Miata, the Datsun 240Z, and even the newest Nissan 400Z. There are even some kits for the S14 and FD-RX-7 that completely change the front of the car into something evocative of American muscle. Rocket Bunny pulls inspiration from so many different subcultures that it creates a unique style with precision. They've been charging headlong through the last 30 years without fear of rejection and appear to have no plans of slowing down. Now we have one more brand to complete our list for today, but first we would like to shout out some honorable mentions. The first of our 4 mentions is Varis. This brand manufactures some really nice body kits and ground effects for several Japanese and even a few BMW models. In my opinion, they don't look as extreme as Liberty Walk, Veilside, or Rocket Bunny because they are more track-based, more time attack-based. But they have a subtle style to them that adds enough to the car but doesn't take away from the factory body lines. Of course, if you go all out with the canards and wings from Varis, then you will undoubtedly have an end product that looks vastly different from stock. I think Varis is an incredible brand and definitely worth checking out. Next up is Street Aero. Now, Street Aero does not actually make full body kits. They do, however, make ground effects. They have a variety of front splitters, side skirts, and rear diffusers. Street Aero also offers accessories for interiors as well. If you're looking to bump up your style, then look no further. Our second to last honorable mention today is Battle Aero. Now, if you haven't figured it out yet, I love crazy aggressive body kits that are just completely over the top and so unnecessary. And that's something Battle Aero achieves with ease. They offer several affordable body kits for various Japanese and American models. They even have a whole line of chassis mounted wings, which I love depending on the car. Just know that when you have a body kit that costs under $1,000, you may have some serious fitment issues, so be prepared to exercise your fabrication skills when installing these kits. The last honorable mention today is RWB. Now, before you lose your head, the reason RWB isn't on the main list is because we were planning to make a video just for RWB. But for now, we'll give you a little appetizer. RWB, or Raw Welt Begriff, I think, is operated by Japanese legend Akira Nakai, and these are easily some of my favorite style of cars currently. They are incredibly controversial due to Nakai-san's methods of installation and because he is cutting up old air-cooled Porsches to make his masterpieces. But with all that aside, I can't help but be enamored with these beautiful, roaring works of art. Like I said earlier, we will have an RWB video coming out sometime, but for now, back to the main list. So far, we have covered 3 Japanese manufacturers, but now we are going to pivot to a German manufacturer. Now, this brand is much like Liberty Walk in the fact that you usually buy a car with the body kit and tuning already done, unlike Veilside or Rocket Bunny, where you can order the kit and install it yourself. I am talking about the juggernaut of luxury car customization, Mansory. Kirosh Mansory was a classic car enthusiast that fell in love with British cars and had an obsession with cars like Bentley, Rolls-Royce, Jaguar, and Aston Martin. Later in life, he moved to Germany where he started making custom parts. In 1989, Kirosh established his brand as Mansory Design and Holdings GmbH, whatever that means. Mansory started developing kits for all sorts of luxury models, and they eventually got to the point where they made everything in-house. Their attention to detail is unmatched, and every single car they touch is something special. There have been many incredible Mansory creations, the best including the Lamborghini Urus, Mercedes G-Wagon, Bentley Continental, Ford GT, and my favorite, the Porsche 911 993. All these models are drenched in carbon fiber, and everything down to the stitching of the seats is precisely designed. Mansory may not be for everyone, but there is no denying that they are the pinnacle of luxury and class. In 2025, Mansory is still putting out models with plans to release several new cars this year. So we've covered 4 major players in the body kit industry today. With Rocket Bunny and Veilside, we saw kits that a car enthusiast could buy and install in their garage if they really wanted to. But also with Liberty Walk and Mansory, we looked at many full body kits and even some conversions for people with more money than they know what to do with. Together, these 4 all bring some incredible styles to car culture and push innovation in their own ways. I am very excited to see what the brands have in store for us in 2025. I've been your host, Hudson Cannon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. Follow us on Instagram at 40RollOfficial. Follow me on Instagram at TheHudsonCannon. Thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time on The Hood Scoop. A Lamborghini Moira? How do you say that?
Pronounce the name of this Lamborghini